Right guys, here we are. Welcome back to the channel. Big one today, episode 14 of Glory Glory Man United. And we've got to the end of the season. We have not managed to win the league. We have pretty much bottled it. We are top. I think we need a point for the title. And then we've got the FA Cup against Manchester City. So we've got Leicester first in the league. Interesting, Leicester, the team that we're going to be hopefully poaching players from. They have been relegated. And then Manchester City. So it could be 2 trophies. It could be 1 trophy. It could be bugger all. Let's get into today's episode. And if you are new around here, hit that subscribe button, like today's video, and let's get into today's episode. Let's go. Right, here we are. So, state of play. 2 points clear. Better goal difference. So, a draw will get us the league title. Which is brilliant. However, since the Barcelona defeat, we had a 1-0 win against Manchester City in the FA Cup. Deserved. We did play pretty well. We have changed tactic. Wanted to build something for next season, so we've changed tactics slightly. I thought this was a good opportunity to get it going, basically, ready for next season. We've played well in games, apart from the West Ham game. Look at that. Look at that. 4-1. I think we had a shitload of chances as well. Look, 34. So we're creating. They had 14. 7 clear-cut chances for them. More alarmingly, they had 5. But we were towards the end. We literally were tactics. Everyone was pretty much up front. Chelsea 1-1. That was a decent enough display. Julian Draxler scoring a fine goal. We responded with the West Ham game with a 5-0 win over Burnley, which was good, playing the tactic. We then lost at Spurs, which we were very unlucky, and we played really, really well away from home. They scored 84. A little bit annoying. Excuse me. And then Manchester City have just come. A win would have given us the title. We had a goal disallowed. They had a penalty missed. Kante scored on 80. We parked the bus. They scored 4 minutes later. So that's prompted me into adding a couple of more tactics. So now there's 3 getting trained. The standard 4-4-2. A 4-4-1-1 that we're going to talk about in a sec. And then we've got a pretty much attacking lineup where we can really push. I think we've got like pretty much a 4-2-3-1. So it is Leicester today. Now they have been relegated with an awful 19 points. So the win should be pretty straightforward. I'm a little bit concerned about the run. Our tactic hasn't changed a great deal. Everything is pretty much still the same. Apart from, sorry, you can't see it here because I'm already in the bloody match because I pressed play. But basically, everything is still the same apart from we've got Pogba playing a little bit higher. It's allowed us to put Van der Beek in. Kante is now as a box-to-box midfielder that he wants. Everything else has stayed the same. Now, we do have the 4-4-2 in practice and then the 4-2-3-1 attacking. We've squeezed the play up as well, so that is when we're really pushing. I was going to start with that today, but we're just going to be a little bit more, I won't say negative, but a little bit more solid ahead of the game against Leicester. They've got Chilwell, Maddison, who we're looking at, Soyuncu, Kasper Schmeichel potentially. Indeed, he's on the bench. But Ben Chilwell's the one. Ben Chilwell is the one. Okay, let's get into it. We'll assess it at half-time, see how we're doing. So the point's good enough. But we may go to the 4-2-3-1. If I just show, if we go into tactics, look. I may just go into, there's the 4-2-4 that we've been using a little bit. We may drop into that as well. So I'm just going to put Pogba on support. We have got the other 2 flying up. Right, here we go. Let's not bloody completely bottle it. It will be pretty embarrassing losing to Leicester as we were laughing about taking all their players. I think Arsenal are playing like, who are they playing? I think they're playing like West Ham, I think. Yeah, they're playing West Ham away. West Ham have had a really good season. Excuse me, and still got a chance of Champions League football as well. Right, here we go. Pogba, he's found Rashford. who's not great on his left foot, and he's gone with his right, and that is just as bad. Poor finish. And also, guys, this series will continue as long as it can naturally continue, probably all the way through to FM21. It will die down to one episode a week in February because the Fenerbahce save is starting, and this is just a little bit of fun let's play. I'm planning on putting this video out on a Monday. I think a Monday night. So Man United video will go from Sunday and Wednesday just to Monday night. But thank you for the comments in the last video. Muchly appreciated. Hopefully we can look at winning the Champions League over the next couple of seasons. Right, here we go. 35. Very quiet. Arsenal are drawing themselves. They're finding it difficult. Gelson Martins is in. Oh, was that a cross? Was that a shot? We may never know. Right, straight from the goal kick. Schmeichel's gone. Long. Dan James is underneath it. Bailly. He's gone long himself, which is disappointing because we've got a shot of passing on. We should be playing through the thirds a little bit. Lovely ball by Donny van der Beek. What a ball that is to Gelson Martins. Cross it, San. Dan James. Oh. Great opportunity. Great header, to be fair, Dan James. I didn't expect him to get at the back post. Oh, brilliant. Is it in? Right. Half time. They've not had a shot. We've had 5. I'm going to say keep going. We are in control. I'm just going to knock it onto positive, and hopefully that'll just help us be a little bit more patient in possession. But then we might need to even crank it. Do we go for the win? Do we risk seeing out a 0-0 draw? Indeed he's on. Damari Gray's on. Right, time's ticking down. Arsenal are still drawing themselves. Right, we're looking at 5 minutes to go. We're just going to be a little bit boring. Can we see it out? A 0-0 draw to win the league. We've done it. We're champions. There we are. Fucking hell. What a nightmare. So I'm starting to think that when we play smaller teams, lesser teams, we have dominated. We only had one clear-cut chance, though. Ben Chilwell, man of the match. Well done, Ben. How much do you think we're going to be... Oh, it may change when they get relegated. He's not actually wanted by anyone else. And to be fair, he's not an absolute will, but he has got a fair few 15s. Obviously, 16 is the colour, the sort of like the top end, 16 to 20. He is 14 dribbling. He is probably better, and I don't like Luke. Luke Shaw keeps getting injured. I want to keep Brandon Williams, so we'll still look at getting Ben Chilwell in. By the way, Arsenal drew themselves. Champions. Second season, we've done it. I wanted a title charge this year, and we've done it by winning. Challenge for brilliant. 2 years ahead of schedule. Happy with that. I actually said I thought we were playing Man City. We've already played Man City, by the way, in the FA Cup. It's Tottenham. We're playing Tottenham. We'll keep the same tactic, but what I'm thinking is when we play the lesser sides, when we play, maybe we'll probably start this against Manchester City. Against Tottenham. When we're playing Tottenham, we'll probably start with that. But then we may look at moving, onto probably that against certain teams. Maybe we should have played with that against Leicester today. The only thing that stayed the same in transitions, in possession. The only thing that has stayed the same is that out of possession, we're pushing right up the park so we can dominate the ball a little bit more. Right, 1 down. Let's get into FA Cup final. Tottenham. We got beat against Manchester City last season, so it'd be nice to finish the season with a cup double. Pogba's won 2 awards here. My Steam achievements you won't see is actually flying. Hang on. My Steam achievements are flying because we've got loads of award winners here. Now, Paul Pogba, at the moment... Oh, he does. He does want to sign a new contract, which is brilliant, because he didn't about 2 weeks ago. I don't want to give him that much. What's his current? 300? I'll go to 350. I'll give you 10. He gets 100 grand appearance fee, man. Jesus wept. Greedy. He goes. The only thing is he goes on a free. Should we give Fat Boy Raiola a little? We'll do that. Gone for it. There we go. 400 grand. 10 million. Fuck. I did sell Pogba last time, but he's just class, isn't he? Not in real life, but in the game he is. Right, there's one problem hopefully sorted, finally. Sancho, Young Player of the Year. Werner got leading goal scorer. Rashford did well, behind on 22 in 33 league games. Well done, Rashford. We may, I don't know, I still kind of think we need a big striker. But it'll have to be something special. Baggio, that's me, Manager of the Year. Right, let's get into the FA Cup final. Right, we are back. Now, I've made a couple of changes. I'm putting Draxler in because he keeps asking for more football. And every time I say, you can go if you want, he says, no, I want to stay. And he has scored a couple of goals for us recently. Jan James has been a little bit in and out. We have got Jadon Sancho suspended. I'm going to play Brandon Williams today and not Luke Shaw because... Do I sell Luke Shaw? Let's compare him. Right, what's he playing? Wing back on attack, isn't it? Ben Chilwell's better at crossing, dribbling, equal first touch, better at marking, less passing, one less tackling. Anticipation shows better, same. Flair 12. They're pretty much pace, same. Bloody hell, they're pretty much the same. So don't want to get too in because we have got Brandon Williams who's doing really well for us and is probably better going forward. Look, he's only 20 and is pretty much up there with them. Let me know down in the comments. What do I do? Don't say Brandon Williams, get rid of Brandon Williams. Would you sell Luke Shaw? Now, bearing in mind, Luke Shaw's only rated at 30 million. Transfer listing, what will I get? 20, 25? Then got to get Chilwell and play, what, 50, 60, 70 million? So let me know down in the comments. We have got an absolute shit ton of money to spend. 270 million. And we are looking at offloading a few, which we'll talk about after the FA Cup final. I am putting in Hannibal. I'm just going to say Hannibal for now. I'm going to learn his name for the next video, for next season, because he can do deep line playmaker. He can do that role. He could do that role. He could maybe push do box to box. He's had a fantastic season under the 23s. He's only 18, but he looks like a top talent. So he's going to be pushed up, which may then stop us getting another midfielder in. Right. Let's get into it. We're going Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Bailly, Williams, Martins, Kante, Van der Beek, Draxler on the left, Pogba in behind Rashford. And then once again, we'll look at half-time. If we're being too negative, we will really then have a little push and do the 4-2-3-1 with us squeezing up the park. Tottenham have been disappointing. They've finished 5th. They've got Joachim Low in charge. Pep Guardiola, by the way, has just been sacked as City manager. Paul Pogba has signed his new contract as well, so hopefully he will be buzzing. Real Madrid were interested in him, but obviously they were never going to pay us getting 60, 70 million for him. That was nearly scored as well. And he would have been so hard to replace. We were looking at João Felix as well. That could still be a deal that we may do. Pogba. Van der Beek's underneath you. There we go. Marcus Rashford, 28th of the season. Sniffing out chances. Good start. 16 minutes gone. 1-0. Let's encourage that. Tackle for Brandon Williams. He's gone long. And Rashford is in. Chance for his second. 1-on-1. He's done him. Oh, yes. 1-on-1. The first 1-on-1 I think I've had in today's episode. And he took it round the goalkeeper and placed it in. Look at that. Nicely finished from Marcus Rashford. Well done, son. Right, just before half-time, we're absolutely coasting. Pogba's free kick. Lloris has done well. I think if someone else is good at taking free kicks, I think Donny van der Beek is. We may look at taking Pogba off him because he's going to be he's a threat in the air. Right, are they going to get one back before half-time here? Son, good tackle. Pogba, missed the tackle. Dyer. Danny Rose. We stop the cross? No, we haven't. Kane is underneath it. Son has volleyed it high and wide. And we should see that out till half-time. Right, 2-0. It says it's equal, but that's the first sniff that they've had. We'll keep it as we are for now. Right, Nacho winks. Come on, let's get this game finished off. David De Gea claims that we should have the chance to play. Be good, because I would like to bring the youngsters on for a bit of experience. He has played once, the young French midfielder. I think once in the Carabao Cup. Rashford's in. Oh, 1-on-1. Straight at the goalkeeper. We can't grumble though, can we, after that 1-on-1 in the first half. Right, 20 to go. Oh, let's just see where this goes before I start swapping around things. And double is, I thought it was going to be free. Oh, Kane to skip. It's 2-1. And they've got one. Was that like a little back heel from Harry Kane? Oh, look at that. And Oliver Skip scores his first of the season. Right, here we go. 10 minutes to play. Gelson Martins. Wan-Bissaka. Kante. Lovely cross. Rashford was underneath it. We're not going to probably score many crosses with Rashford in the middle. Van der Beek. Oh, he's giving it away. No, Wan-Bissaka's done well. Kante, Pogba, Van der Beek. Wan-Bissaka. Is he going to have a little run? Van der Beek. Kante. Hit. Oh, off the bar. Right, let's make a sub. Let's get Dan James on. Right, highlight from the goal kick. Where's this going? Dan James, just come on. He's nicked the ball. He's in. Finish. Terrible. Terrible finish. Right, we've got a throw. We're coming into sort of like the last 4 or 5 minutes. Bailly. Oh, come on. Pogba. Clip one in. Dan James, he's running in. He's got no support. He's going to have to go himself. He went for the near post. We got a corner out of it. I didn't think Lloris got a touch, but he did. Come on, let's finish it off. Draxler. Half cleared. I think that'll probably be the end of the highlight. Kante. Oh, no. Oh, yes, it is. Thank God for that. I want to do it. Get the youngsters on. 3 minutes. Waste a bit more time. He's going to be a top player. There it is. Another, they need to sort the trophies out, don't they? Another title in the bag for me, for United. We've done the double. End of season 2. Very happy with that. It was good because we lost lost the FA Cup last year in the final against City. It's nice to come back and win. 2-1, Marcus Rashford. He's starting to prove that he can be that centre forward. He is current ability for that's dropped a little bit because he was still rated at 5-star. World class striker, I think. I may not have to dive in and sign it. It'll all depend on what comes available and what we can realistically get. Obviously, most players are going to want to come to us, but I don't want to be spending stupid amounts when I don't think we necessarily need to. Right, squad-wise, there is going to be a few changes, I think. We do need to bring another centre-half in. We have got this young kid who I think I'm going to let go out on loan. I think potentially get another signing. We did look at Ramos. We may do Ramos for a year, send him out on loan, and then Ramos will probably retire, and then we can get Bjorn Hardley in. I think that may be the way to go. We need to give Twanzebe more games. Happy at right back. We've got 2 fantastic fullbacks in Wan-Bissaka and Dalot. We've got the issue with the left. Not so much an issue. It's a good issue to have. Do we get Chilwell in? So we'll have a look at that. Centre midfield's an interesting one. We've got James Garner. Once again, has played well. Needs to have more games. He's getting to 20 now. We need to start playing. McTominay as well. I think he's wanted by like Real Madrid and big clubs. He's good, isn't he? He's good at what he does. I think with Kante's played so many games this year. And because we only started with 2 centre midfielders, we could go with Scott McTominay playing as backup to Kante. That should happen more often. And then because we've got now Pogba, this guy in there, all of them should get more of an opportunity, I think. And on the wings, I'm not entirely sold on Gelson Martins. Not entirely. That'll be an interesting. I don't need to do it. We have got Draxler, who I may let go. But he does a good job for us when he plays. Now, the ones that I will be looking at releasing or selling, Zapata, 30 years old, bit gutted because I wanted him to do well. He has everything. I think he has had a decent season, to be fair. He scored 16 goals, but he's 30 years old. I want to now look at Mason Greenwood being the number 2 striker. He's had a really good season as well, but has had a lot of appearances off the bench. I want him to be potentially number 2 striker. Things may change because I'm going to look at offloading Martial, Sanchez and Zapata. We may look at getting in another striker, which then frees Rashford to be an option on the left, so then we don't need to get another winger in. Luckily for us, a lot of these players like Sancho can play both sides, Draxler both sides, Rashford can go up front and to the left, Pogba can play in pretty much any of the midfield roles, so can Donny van de Beek, James can play both sides, so we've got a lot of rotation in there, so the squad doesn't need to be absolutely huge. And guys, that is it. Thank you very much for watching. As I said, let me know down in the comments, what would you do with the left back issue? Let me know your thoughts on the new tactic. I think we will play the 4-2-3-1 a little bit more. We'll be a little bit less cautious next season. But in the bigger games, we could still look. That formation 4-4-1-1 has pretty much dominated. We'll see how this season goes with the tactics that I've got. And then I'll look at putting some out on YouTube for you guys, because I keep getting comments in old videos saying, when are you going to do a tactics video? And I keep getting it on my last season's tactics video, so I will get hopefully a new one out. I just want to make sure it's right and I'm happy with it before I bang it out. And thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next week. Everything back up as normal now. Tuesday, Wednesday, York City, Man United. Saturday, Sunday, York City, Man United. Fenerbahce series coming very soon. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you later.